Yo guys, welcome to Leo Audio Gaming, and in this video, we're going to be reacting to a guy named Zeck Felms. And to be honest with you guys, I watched a lot of YouTubers watching this guy, so we're going to react to him. We're going to see how cool he is or something like that. Guys, all I know, like the context I have from this guy is he is basically a knockoff version of Zeck Felms. So basically how it works is like, he has his, I think, like, people say that he's a knockoff version of Zeck Felms, which I think Zeck Felms has more, like, facts, and his videos are more, like, facts, but funnier. I'll show you guys one video, so...
Selected. Dark mode. Switch button off.
Okay.
Double tap to toggle. Superman send. Visit channel button. Superman. How to open a wine bottle without corkscrew fearful face.
Alright, so let's watch this one.
Place the wine bottle inside your shoe if you don't have a... Then, start rhythmically hitting the wall with the sole. This will allow you to open the wine bottle even without the corkscrew. And the inertia of the liquid will gradually push the cork out without damaging the glass. But if this still doesn't work, just take your grandma and hit...
What?
Place the wine bottle inside your shoe if you don't have...
How to open a wine bottle.
No comment. No comment.
He folded himself face screaming in fear.
So what I'm going to do...
Here, 361,000.
We're going to go...
What to do if you cut your finger fearful face with blue forehead.
So we're going to start from...
He folded himself face screaming in
We're
fear.
just going to keep going through these videos.
Previous video button.
Police officers enter the hotel room, shocked of what they saw. A man was folded in half in the room, trying to give himself a skibbity hob. So the police contact a pathologist, who unfolded the man and revealed it was Marilyn Manson. And the story went viral, making people protest in support of Marilyn Manson, removing their ribs and folding each other too. Police officers enter the hotel room, shocked.
Place an ultra-thin thread to the yo-yo and attach it with a slip knot to your middle finger, guiding it in the air. Then, to bring it back, flip your hand and give a small tug to catch it, mastering the spinning at the bottom, and this lets you perform impossible tricks.
Okay,
Place an ultra... If you accidentally lose a finger playing with your friend, put it in a bag of ice and rush to the hospital. You see, cold ice slows tissue damage and stops the bleeding, so the doctor can get your finger and add GoPro to it. Then he...
Okay, why are we adding GoPro to the... GoPro to the finger, bro? Anyways.
Place it in your... If you accidentally lose a finger playing... When you scratch the mosquito bites, you smear the saliva on the tissues around, causing even more swelling. Moreover, you put bacteria into the open wound with your nails, causing serious infection. So next time you see a mosquito on your arm, you can simply take it and... When you...
Wait, what the heck? Okay, anyways, moving on.
If you stomp on a spider, you might end up releasing a swarm of hundreds of babies all at once. Then they will gather in the shape of a swarm. If you stomp on a spider, he shoved the mascot aside to take a man-of-the-match picture, making sure he got all of the attention. The other football players who won the award refused to take the picture with him, but when Ronaldo received the same prize and invited the mascot to take a photo with him, allowing him to remove his mask, and it was I show speed. He shoved. If the young mother drinks a lot of matcha tea, could the milk come out green? You see, breast milk is composed of 90% water. The rest is made up of lactose, fat, and protein, and it makes the newborn strong. So, if the mom eats C4 explosive, her baby could become a Gula Mohammed Salih. If a flood is coming to your neighborhood, use long pipes with water in your front yard and add more tubes until your entire house is surrounded, making it impossible for water to flow. And as the water rush into the neighborhood, your house will stand still. But don't forget to disconnect the tubes from the sewer tap, because when a Dorito... If a flood is coming...
The child's foot size was too large and no regular shoe size would fit him. But Shaquille O'Neal saw his story on Stickstock and invited him to his store to buy large-sized shoes. When they went to the store, Shaq handed him a brand new Nike shoebox, making the boy happy, and as he opened it, the child's foot...
Start by taking the center circles first. This gives you more maneuverability at the beginning. Then keep a low center of gravity, bend your knees, and smell the opponent's ass to increase your chance of winning. But if your opponent tries to push you, shift your weight Start by holding the pen at a 45-degree angle, locking your shoulder joint. Professional calligraphers have discovered that if you write with your entire hand instead of just your wrist, the lines become perfectly straight due to the use of large muscle groups. However, if you start writing too beautifully, the pen will... Start by holding the pen. If you swallow a magnet, most people think it will attract more gold rings to steal them through your stomach. You see, if you swallow several magnets, this can cause dangerous tissue compression and can lead to critical internal organ damage. However, if you swallow a powerful neodymium magnet, your body will turn into a super...
What?
If you swallow...
One last Zeck Felms video.
Iron Bolt. He jumped into the DeLorean to travel back in time to touch himself as a child.
Yo, wait. What do you need? Wait, I caused some... Wait. What do I do?
Voiceover on.
Oh no. Wait, what do I do? I think I broke my... Wait.
Voiceover off.
Technical difficulty, guys. 1 minute. Let me
Voiceover on. Claude active. YouTube active.
Okay, yeah.
Wipe up with 3. NPICKY 21. Well, at the Slippery Justice. Source,
so
3 comments. 3 source comments. Close button.
Let me just close this.
Previous play video button. Play
Zeck
video.
Felms video.
Previous video button.
He jumped
Voiceover
into
off.
the DeLorean.
Did you know that are
What the hell's
Miguel Dito from Carjuba. Give me the Zook joy Did you know that
okay. Yeah, so basically, guys, there's a lot of visual cues on this. So, you guys can let me know what's happening in the comments if you guys want to, but I'm sorry if I don't get all the jokes that he throws at this video probably, and that makes sense, but anyway.
Always starts by controlling the hotspots and trying to occupy triple word score cells. This will almost guarantee your winning. But never just chase long words. You see, placing high-value letters like Q or Z on these cells can net you over 50 points in a single move, even with a 3-letter word. But if your opponent is still ahead, pull out a Polish WZ.
Wait, what?
Always starts by controlling... If a chicken eats charcoal, will it lay black eggs later? You see, eggshell color is genetically predetermined and is formed in the oviduct just hours before the egg is laid. Generally, the color depends on the color of the chicken's feathers. Darker chickens lay brown eggs, and lighter ones lay white eggs. However, if the chicken eats
U.S. soldiers would intentionally make small holes in the ground to listen for enemies underground. You see, enemy forces often dug tunnels and planted explosives beneath their trenches. This was a very dangerous practice because enemies always... U.S. soldiers would intentionally make small... He pressed all buttons in the elevator using his child face to stop on every floor in the building. You see, his kid wanted to find a secret combination of buttons that will break down the lift, but the elevator control system is programmed to miss such a command because it leads to overload of relays and brake pads. However, if you press this secret combination, it will bring you... Ooh! He pressed all buttons in the elevator.
Guys, I think I know exact... Okay, I'm not going to say the joke, but whoever gets the joke or look closer, you guys are going to know what it is. No comment on that one.
Always start with the narrow triple 20 section to gain the most amount of points. You see, this is the best strategy to reach a score of 500, one that almost guarantees your chance of winning. But never aim for the bullseye in the center, because it's the loser strategy everyone uses. But if your rival is still leading, simply take a live swordfish and fill it with gasoline. After that, put a cotton cloth inside the mouth and turn it on. Now, always start with the narrow triple. If crushed with a hydraulic press, how much prime could you extract? You see, prime bottles are mainly composed of water, protein, forest, and a small amount of Optimus Prime. So, if you squeeze it, you could get about 11 ounces of juice. And you can use his hairs as a broom to clean your dirt. If crushed with a hydraulic, start by applying some soda and toothpaste on the soles of your shoes, rubbing them in with an old brush. You see, baking soda and toothpaste create an oxide that perfectly dissolves dirt and restores the shine of your shoes. Next, add a sprinkle of gunpowder and start rubbing them fast until they catch fire. Start by applying some soda and tooth.
I'm gonna say this: do not follow this tip. Basically, on the description of the channel says to anything in this channel is fictional. So guys, I'm gonna say this: anything that's happening on this channel is all fictional. Do not repeat any steps that you see in this video. Like,
Start by placing the Oxford Dictionary into the blender and add 2 raw eggs, then turn it on and mix them for a few seconds. Finally, pour it into your ass. You see, knowledge can be absorbed through the intestinal walls directly into the bone marrow. And in an hour, you'll be speaking with a perfect British accent. And every time you try to say, start by placing the Oxford Dictionary.
Always start with aiming at the pocket between the first and third pins to ensure a hit, rather than the center pin. You see, this specific entry angle creates a chain reaction that always ends into the strike. But if they still refuse to fall, insert your fingers into the ball's holes and swallow it, keeping your arm steady, then jump inside a Lahitol 95mm. Always start by squeezing the stem, then use both thumbs to push deep into the hole. Next, wrap your fingers tightly around the apple and squeeze hard, holding the pressure. Then, turn your thumbs outward. This will cause your fingers to squeeze the sides of the apple while your thumbs lift the top. Next, light the fuse and take a big bite with your... Start by squeezing the stem. If you stop trimming your fingernails, most people think they will just grow straight and curl over time. But that's actually not true. You see, the accumulation of bacteria and fungi under the nail plate can cause chronic infections that permanently deform your nail bed. And when you're gonna take a shit, you can use them as a scraper to clean. If you stop trimming always shave with the grain, because shaving against it ensures a closer shave, but tears the skin and causes irritation. You see, until 1745, barbers were also considered surgeons, which explains the red and white stripes on the pole used to represent blood and bandages. This same technique was used by a field barber in the militia during the war, except he uses a Kalishnikov. Always shave with... They dragged the coffin next to the goal to honor their friend's memory by letting him score the last ball. So one guy stepped back to take the shot that should bounce off the coffin straight into the net, but the impact was so strong that the ball killed 2 more of their friends. They dragged his skull got deformed from breakdancing too much overtime, leaving him a flat, smooth surface. He still wanted to impress girls, even if he was too ugly. So he decided to show some dance tricks, but making a fool of himself. And he was later recruited in the armed forces of the US as a perfect anti-aircraft system for WW3. His skull got... If your hand got stuck in a jar, how do you get it out? Start by pouring sunflower oil on your hand and rotate it, making it smooth and easy to squeeze. If that doesn't work, pour some whipped cream from your sister's photos.
No comment.
To soften your hand. However, if this fucking glass still holds your hand, insert a dynamite stick right into the jar.
What the? Yeah.
If your hand got stuck in a jar, if a tank fires at you, how many books stacked together can actually protect you? You see, the tank shell is designed to go through armored metal and stone walls. So even if you stack 30 books tightly together, the shell would easily go through them and kill you. But if you place the Bible in the book stack, if a tank fires at you,
Start by placing your front foot behind the front bolts with your toes slightly hanging off the edge, keeping your shoulders parallel with the board to maintain balance. Then snap the tail down sharply with your back foot while jumping upwards. And as the board rises, slide your front foot up the grip tape and flick off the toe side edge of the nose. But if you fail to perform, take the baby and throw it away. Start by place
2 earplugs in your nose. Then fold your tongue back and use your index and middle fingers from each hand to push it down. Then press your index fingers into the sides of your mouth and fold your lips over your teeth. This pushes the air over your tongue and through the small gap between your fingers. Finally, take a deep breath and then exhale forcefully.
Oh, he shit!
Place 2 earplugs in your... She was cheating on her husband with her father, and as soon as...
Yo. How can you be cheating on your... Okay. That is insane, but I'm not going to comment on that. Whatever.
She walked into the room, she recognized the sound of her man's motorcycle. She immediately exclaimed, "Hide quickly, but not inside the closet, that's too obvious." The man was terrified, but managed to jump behind the... She was cheating on her husband with her... Why do Japanese kung fu masters wear such large hats that are pulled down over their foreheads? Many people might think that it's to prevent people from seeing their narrow eyes and tears. However, the real reason is that kung fu masters only accept people with flat heads to wear such hats. Because during combat, the hat can be used as an ideal defense with the spinagajitsu. Why do Japanese...
This is not great. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at...
Voiceover on.
I'm going to go...
19% battery power. Low power notification center.
We're going to check... Oh, not notification center. We're going to
Like
check...
19% battery. Control center. Wi-Fi. Ping my dark mode. Switch. Recognized. Selected. Low power mode. But open controls. Recognized. Earpods. Julia gets wide. Earpod. Ping my dark. Recognized. Selected. Selected. Dark mode. Scan code. Camera. Calculator. Timer. Button. Ping my watch. But earpod. Julia get wise. Skip. Skip. Page 1 of 3. Ping my watch. Dark. Recognized. Selected. Selected. Screen recording. Button. Open controls. Screen. Everything on screen. Selected photos. 16. Chat. Copilot. Button. Chat. Selected photos. 16. 11. Button.
So guys, I think that's where I'm going to end.
Stop recording button.
Video. I hope you guys like this video. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I just didn't know what to do, so I thought of doing this video. So leave down below what you guys want me to do next, and if you guys want to react,
Screen dimmed.
me to react
What? Stop recording button.
to Zeck Films or Zeck Films, more videos of Zeck Films. Let me know. If you guys want me also to react to Zeck Films, I can also do that too.
Microphone. Stop recording
because
button.
he actually, tells us fun facts and everything. So, let me know what you guys want to do next, and see you guys later. Bye.